So good afternoon everyone. So on a screen you are seeing some beautiful pattern. So hope you are recognizing what pattern all these are. Yes, you are correct. These all are rainbow. So guys, as you already understood that what is my topic of the day. So topic of the day is rainbow. So guys, actually a rainbow is a phenomena that occurs due to combined effect of dispersion, refraction and total internal reflection of sunlight by spherical raindrop of water. So I have not written that thing guys because that is not actually a definition of rainbow. So the phenomena which occurs due to combined effect of dispersion, refraction and total internal reflection of sunlight by drops, that is raindrops or any drops. So first of all I'd like to start my lecture with some myth which you have in your mind. So, a popular myth among all students of class 7th to 10th that rainbow always appears in the sky after rainfall in rainy days. Okay, so rainbow, I have written guys the myth about rainbow that it appears only after rainfall in rainy day, but this is wrong guys. Okay, it is not correct because why we can see rainbow even, this is even guys, we can see rainbow even in a sunny day if we are near a waterfall or fountain. I don't know whether you have experienced it or not, but when we go to some good waterfall, I have personally saw this rainbow when I was near a waterfall. Okay guys, so fountain you can experience the necessary condition what to see the rainbow in the sky, that I will tell you in this lecture. So just see all the things very carefully. Now we should understand how formation of a rainbow takes place. Actually guys, what is the basic requirement? The basic requirement, sunlight or white light and tiny water droplets. So two things you have to keep in mind guys for rainbow to occur. So rainbow formation to occur, white light should be there and tiny water droplets must be present. So in rainy season, what actually happens, water droplets present in atmosphere. So when sunlight falls on these water droplets, refraction and total internal reflection takes place. As a result of formation of rainbow takes place. So here I have used two terms guys, refraction and total internal reflection. This you have I have already discussed in class. This refraction, whenever light enters from one medium to another medium, light either bend towards the normal or go away from the normal. This bending of light when it enters from one medium to another medium, either towards the normal or away from the normal, is refraction. Okay guys, and we have also discussed Snell's law, mu1 sine I is equal to mu2 sine r. We have already discussed these all phenomena in class, so I'm not going to give you detail of these things. Now what is total internal reflection guys? As I told you that when light enters from one medium to another medium, it actually bends towards the normal or go away from the normal. Suppose guys, when it will bend towards the normal and when it will go away from the normal, when light enters from denser medium to rarer medium, it will go away from the normal guys. So for TIR to takes place, total internal to takes place, light must enter from denser medium to rarer medium guys. Keep in mind, denser medium to rarer medium, then only TIR possible. So guys, what happens actually when angle is greater than critical angle, when angle of incidence is greater, suppose this is greater than critical angle, so light will totally reflected back in the same medium. So this will not go here, so this will totally come into this phenomena is total internal reflection. So formation of rainbow is because of refraction and total internal reflection. Now guys, I will make you understand why actually rainbow form you will see in the sky or you are near a fountain. So necessary condition, sun is your back side. Suppose guys, this is your back side and this is your front side. So sun is your back side. See, I can say the sun is at your back side and water is falling in the same side which you are seeing. So water is, this is actually raindrops which is falling guys. So I have, in order to make you understand, I have taken one raindrop and enlarged it. I have taken one raindrop and enlarged it, guys. So what will happen? First, when sunlight, which is basically white light, guys, you are saying that I have made white light. When white light falls to this raindrop, what will happen? Some part actually will reflect, which is not visible to you, and some part refract, guys. Actually it bent towards the normal, so actually some part refract. So there, here is refraction taking place, guys. Refraction taking place here. So one refraction taking place here. Now guys, what is happening here? When it falls at an angle which is greater than 48 degree, because 48 degree is critical angle, guys. So all the angle which is greater than 48 degree will, what will happen? They will totally internally reflected in this opposite side. So they will not actually go away like this, guys. They will come, and although some ray of light is going away, okay, so I have taken this total internal reflection phenomena. So this red light, and I have taken three red, green and blue light, as well as I have taken one violet light also. So this all actually when falls to this portion actually at an angle which is greater than 48 degree, guys, they will totally internal. So here total internal reflection is taking place. So if you remember, this is reflection, one reflection, total internal reflection is one total internal reflection again. Then when it falls here, again refraction taking place, guys. So one and two refraction and one total internal reflection. So this combinedly forms a rainbow, which is basically primary rainbow, guys. So and you see the colors actually, because the red color deviate least, so you can see the primary red colors. And actually, guys, see, if you see this, so I have just make it backward, and this is my rainbow which appears in the sky when my back is towards sun, and I am seeing this rainbow in opposite side. So these are the condition to form rainbow. Now guys, this is the basic things to formation of rainbow. So if I summarize the point what I have discussed till now, first thing you should know that rainbow formation takes place whenever white lights falls on a raindrop. So that's why, guys, white light, if sun is actually shining in a sky, and if you are near a fountain or near a like any spring or like any waterfall, so what will happen, guys? Water droplets can refract and total internal refract, and you can see the rainbow. So don't confuse that rainbow always visible after a rainy season and after rain. No, you can see rainbow at any places where actually these sources are available. Means white light is available, availability of white light and water droplets. So ray of light actually falls on water droplets. So two things happen, guys: refraction and total internal reflection. This phenomena is dispersion, guys. This phenomena is dispersion. Actually we have seen that here. Actually if I tell you na, this water droplets acts as a prism, guys. Water droplets acts as a prism. So they breaks into constituent colors. But if this falls at an angle 48 degree, which is critical angle of this, so they will totally internal reflected. And again this is, so this is one and two refraction and one total internal reflection is responsible for primary rainbow. So now, guys, rainbow can be classified into two types: primary rainbow and secondary rainbow. So in primary rainbow, as I saw you earlier, two refraction and one total internal reflection takes place. The difference between secondary rainbow is that here two refraction and two TIR, means total internal reflection, takes place, guys. Some in some NTSC exams they have asked the question, rainbow in secondary rainbow how many refraction and total internal reflection takes place. So your answer will be two refraction and two total internal reflection, guys. Two refraction and two TIR in secondary. See, guys, this is secondary. Now how you'll remember secondary? 2 and 2. Primary refraction to always takes place 2, but total internal reflection takes place once. Okay, guys. In primary rainbow, you will see the color on the top, which is actually red, and violet at the bottom. The difference between secondary rainbow, you will see the red at the bottom and violet at the top. You should also keep these things in mind, guys. Okay, if you are seeing sometimes like this type of pattern where violet and the top and red at the bottom, this is your secondary rainbow. And if you are saying just opposite of this, that will be primary rainbow, means red on the top. This, why these things happens? So I have given you a little bit clue here. So all the condition what I discussed I have already told you earlier. I have written for TIR means total internal reflection to takes place, angle should be greater than 48 degree guys, that is critical angle. In this it is found that violet light emerges at an angle of 40 degree. See guys, when violet light emerges from here na, so they emerges at an angle of 40 degree, and red light when they emerges here na, they at 42 degree. So if angle of emergence is greater, that ray you will see on the top. If angle of emergence is greater, that ray you will see on the top. So guys, in C primary rainbow, what actually violet light emerges at an angle of 40 degree and red light emerges at an angle of 42 degree. So red on the top and violet on the bottom. If I compare on the secondary rainbow, so in secondary rainbow, you already know that 2 TIR and 2 refraction takes place, because this is secondary word is here, 2 TIR and 2 refraction. So in this, violet emerges at an angle 53 degree and red emerges at an angle 50 degree guys. See, red emerges less than violet, so red will appears on the bottom, violet on the top guys. Okay, so this is all about rainbow. And those students who actually not who are in 7, they have actually this topic not cannot be discussed on one Sunday batches, so they can see also. And even class A01 or A02 which is on Saturday, they can also see these things. So thank you everyone.